Today we're doing driver predictions for the 2024 season. I'm doing this all on vibes. No official testing has been done. In P20 I have Kevin Magnussen. He struggled last season. This year will be worse. Kevin Magnussen wasn't impressive last season, and I think with Haas having a worse car this season, it's going to be even worse, and it's going to be the last season for Kevin Magnussen. P19. Sargent will improve by paying back the trust Fowles put in him. A wholesome story altogether. Yeah, I think it's quite wholesome how James Fowles is coaching Sargent, looking at how quickly he was thrown in and he's guiding him. It will help. Logan Sargent will score 10 times as many points as he did last season. P18, Joe. Bad equipment is hard on the best of drivers, but even more so on drivers with less talent. Joe will feel this in 2024. So yeah, that's the thing. A team that's waiting out these set of regulations for the next one to be taken over by Audi. In P17, we have Valtteri Bottas. Bottas has the same bad steak car, and he'll be thinking about steaks on the barbecue in warm, sunny Australia. Bottas might not have improved as a racer since he left Mercedes, but he has improved as a person, because every picture I see of him on Instagram or his Twitter is something funny. 16. Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg is showing his class in that poor Haas package. He's very fortunate to score a bunch of points in a sprint race, so he gets P16. Yeah, I think Nico Hulkenberg, just like last season, will get into a sprint race and the tires will drop off, but in a sprint race that's not the worst thing, and gets pretty much enough points for the whole season. 15. Gasly. Alpine is crap. Gasly won't be able to do much. He will get beaten by Ocon this time, because Ocon won't DNF 8 times in 2024. Only 4 times. I think Gasly beat Ocon in the qualifying. 14. Ocon. P14. I just talked about Ocon, so it's clear why he's in P14. That's why I'm going straight ahead. 13. Alex Albon. Alex Albon will finish P13 again, but with double the points of the 2023 season. I think he scored 27 points in 2023, so he'll score 54 points in 2024. If you would like pets and you like Formula 1, follow Albon's Pets on Instagram. Lance Stroll in P12. Uninspired position for an uninspired driver. Yeah, I think every word that I spent on Mr. Window Licker is too many, you know, for his sake and for the sake of the sport. It's better if he leaves. P11 with 50 points more than Stroll is his teammate Alonso. Fernando will be unlucky with reliability at times and weird accidents. That's the only reason why I have Alonso in P11. He's going to be a lot more unfortunate for some reason. That's my guess. P10. Ricciardo will make it into the top 10. We will see some of his old magic again, but the car is in development, so it's not in every race. Racing Bulls are on a trajectory up with the stuff that, you know, Red Bull is going to screw on that thing as much as is allowed. P9. Tsunoda. Tsunoda will just beat Ricciardo by a few points. They are very level in performance. It could have been the other way around. I think Tsunoda will sort of luckily beat Ricciardo in the standings by just a couple of points. So Tsunoda, you know, the wildness is pretty much gone and the car will be a little bit better so he can shine a little bit more. So yeah, that's my prediction. But it could easily be the other way around, that Ricciardo beats Tsunoda by a few points. I can easily see that happen. In P8 we find Russell, who will want it too badly and will cause some terror again. Later in the season he'll be a lot calmer and he'll score a pole and maybe another win. Yeah, I think the first half of the season Russell is going to be wild and uncontrolled. He needs to prove himself as the #1 driver now, because that's what he'll be next season. And we're going to see crashes and accidents, and obviously he'll apologize, but I hope he stays out of the way of Verstappen. No more big holes in the side pods of Verstappen thanks to Russell. 7. Piastri. Oscar Piastri will be a little bit better again, but the luck of the inexperienced will be gone and he will notice he needs to dig deeper for his second season. Yeah, that's a phenomenon. You know, when a rookie arrives somewhere, you see it in football clubs as well, and these kids, they come in and they're not afraid of anything and they perform really well, and then the second season they know more of the pitfalls and the dangers, and they're more prepared for it, but also it makes them more tight, and you'll see that not happening as easy for them anymore as it was in their rookie year. P6. Poor Carlos Sainz will be a little confused the first half of the season. Not having a seat won't help his confidence. He'll be okay in the end. Yeah, it's probably going to be hard for Sainz as well to stay motivated after the team just dumped him for that old expensive guy. Lewis Hamilton in P5, and he won't be too bothered about it. The 2024 season is a formality for him. P4, Norris. Lando Norris in P4 is somewhat disappointing for many, but he'll get his win in Singapore or something. Singapore being pretty much the worst race in the season for Max, has been for years. It's one of the tracks that he hasn't won yet. Qualifying on pole and not giving that place away again. Everybody has him, you know, fighting for the championship, but, you know, as I explained, McLaren won't be good enough to do that. So, yeah, he won't be fighting for the title. In P3, Charles Leclerc. Great season for him. Will set him up nicely for the inter-team battle of 2025. So yeah, Charles Leclerc, he's going to step it up if he wants to beat Lewis Hamilton next season. But he always seems motivated, and he always seems ready to take the risks that you need to take as a driver. So I think he's going to have a great season. The fact that I have him in P3, I think you can guess who I have as P2 and P1 then. P2, Perez. And I'll just do the number 1 as well, Max Verstappen. In P2, we have, just like last season, Checo Perez. He'll improve and do just about enough to get a new deal. The gap to Verstappen is a lot smaller, only 200 points this time. Max Verstappen, you are a 4-time world champion. And then Max says, haha, nice. Can I go now? I got a sim race later today. A special thanks to my channel members. Your help is much appreciated. If you want to support this channel too, click the link down below.